Merla. Burned. Well, that won't do it all. Hello. My apologies. I didn't see you there. Ah, you meant because of my skin tone. I take it you've never met one of the glam felon before. We're not terribly common outside of the white that wins. I, like the other scholars here, am engaged in the study of the soul sciences. Was there something you needed, or may I return to my studies? I had a mishap with my machinery, but all is well now. The details are unimportant. I wish only to return to my study. In any case, why are you here? I think, perhaps, that I would be grateful for the opportunity. Truly?
We should discuss the sleeping arrangements.
Thaklat, traveler. I am grateful. I have all that I need. You may depart at your leisure.
You don't mind if I talk and work, do you? What can I do for you? Not the coziest place for it, is it? But the open air, the lightning specifically, is a boon. Lets our mages have a rest now and then. Good test of the equipment too. We're working on making it less delicate. Our junior researchers are still a little soft. Glad you ask, Amika. Very glad. We are very excited about the work here, and we are always looking for volunteers. We've catalogued a number of interesting properties unique to Luminous Adra, but there are some very specific qualities we are investigating. Qualities that a Watcher happens to be uniquely suited to exploring. You're just what we're missing. Gullet, what a relief. You won't regret this. Let me run you through the theory, and we'll get to the test itself. Luminous Adra has special effects upon Kith. Even to the humblest, it offers some small improvements. Rejuvenation, vitality, the kind of thing you sell to people back home, ne? But what about those who have already harnessed their own essence? Consider the talented Cutpurse, for instance, who can cross a room by slipping briefly into another place. I believe we can harness this connection and your natural abilities to transport a person across great distances in a moment. Oh, good. You've done some experimenting on your own. A curious mind is a happy mind, I say. Can't mope about ghosts. We've collected a number of illuminating readings, and our machines are ready to harness the Adra's essence. But for the moment, we are effectively blind when it comes to targeting the next pillar. Now, if someone were capable of sensing that essence in the in-between, even of manipulating it, someone like a Watcher, for instance. Precisely right. We've had luck with shorter jumps, but those were as much spellcraft as science. The idea is for you to focus on the next connection point. The machine will use that new link between the Adra veins to create a tether, as well as provide the energy for you to jump effect. What's really exciting is, so long as you are holding that connection open, your companions can jump alongside you.
And there's no risk I'll show up missing limbs or nothing?
The next pill is due east of here, in the middle of a farm. It's not as tall as this one, but you shouldn't have any trouble finding it. Oh, and don't worry. We paid the farmers. Gullet, very well. You stand there. Ansel, the machine. All right, Watcher. Remember, focus on the beam of light. It ought to be like stepping through a door. And remember, don't...
Can't say this is what I imagined hell would look like.
Go down that hole, Captain. You ain't coming out again.
I've got... I always hit my mark.
You up there, run!
We have to go. Can't. No, please. Help!
Right between the eyes. What? We're here. Clever. How do you like that? Right between the eyes.
Beyond sick.
I always hit my mark. Right between the eyes. Have some of this. My turn. Go for the eyes, cricket. You're going down.
Beyond sick.
I've got an arrow with your name on it. How can I help? I'll reap what I sow. Come along, Trinket.
What have we here? A wayward watcher has wandered into my realm. Whatever should I do with you? You did not receive an invitation to my realm, Herald of Berath. But I have no need for a vassal. Everything I desire, I do for myself. Embrace oblivion with open arms, Watcher. Do you fear dissolution after all? How droll, as much as it would delight me to scatter your soul. You belong to Berath. I will spare you that fate, for now. As intended. Now, on to the matter that brought you here. Your Animancer friends meddle in things beyond their comprehension. Were I not the generous creature I am, you would have died. Be sure to tell the Animancers that they have failed, and that they have drawn my gaze. I will not hesitate to obliterate them if they irritate me again. I do not make requests. You might prepare yourself, Watcher, for something wondrous is on the horizon. Eothas will usher in an age glorious in its brevity. Perhaps when Berath is through with you, I will find a use for you myself. Rare is the mortal who understands me as you do. And do send my regards to your Animancer friends.
Yes, let's all pretend that was completely normal.
Is that all?
Watcher, can you hear me? Oh, thank the gods. Thank Helia. Merla, you had us in a panic. I don't have to tell you it didn't work. The current spiked and you went completely still, breathing but nothing else. We sent for the physician. Myself, I was about to try throwing some water in your face. What happened? Did you feel any pain? Do you remember anything? Please, stay calm. If you were in danger, it wasn't our intent. This is new territory for all of us. You experienced something. What was it?
What was it like?
Sientere, Watcher, truly. It seemed we sent your mind further afield than intended, and without the rest of you in tow. Not entirely outside our predictions, but not the result we wanted. We have stipend for volunteers. You're welcome to the sum of it. I hope it goes some way toward earning your forgiveness. Just as I hope this hasn't put you off helping us. We just have to adjust the current, give you a chance to control your flight, for want of a better word. We're all very glad you're in one piece. We'll have a look at the machines, figure out what went wrong. Until then, I'm sure our friends at headquarters will want an update, and to see I haven't done you any permanent harm. We'll send word when we're ready here.
Get your supplies here.
Shame I weren't at that animancy trial. My mind would have cut Theo.
Hoo-wee! About time we took a breather. My feet are blistered something fierce. Tell me what's on your mind? Always. Not a day or night goes by that I don't glimpse the darkness. But that's all right. It calls to me. My duty. I got a wildness in my blood, Watcher. Oh, I am, Watcher. Can you hear them in there? The new souls I caught. Already they're giving me such sweet, deathly dreams. Yeah, and your point is? All right. Then I'm simply curious as to why you care. My whole life, folks keep complaining 'cause I'm different. Long as I please my God, what do I care if others like me or not? Long term, you're right. Mama expected me to grow into a God-fearing bringer of the light who'd raise enough farmhands to run the family homes, but that's not who I am. And I can't say whether it's who I'll ever want to be. I am a reaper of gone. My purpose isn't to farm, it's to shepherd the souls of the dead, Watcher. Now, you might think I can do both. Maybe someday I will. Or maybe I won't ever. But that's for me and my God to decide. I just think, why's it gotta matter until then? Sure thing, Watcher.
Indeed, it's
Hold a moment.
You may visit the palace and its shrine. The Queen meets with trading company vipers. Take care you are not bitten. Mere words. They are in the throne room through the door behind.
Don't let it dis...
While I am flattered by the esteemed Hazanui's confidence, I must wonder how my people are meant to have destroyed an entire colony overnight.
You tell us. It's no coincidence that your outpost at Port Mage survived the recent storm.
You speak as if I could command the tides. While you are casting your blame in a wide net, why not look to our Kahanga allies? We do not share their talent for shaping water.
I say our guest forgets himself.
Brother, stand down. You are the one who mistakes my throne room for a sparring arena. I say this is beneath us. An interesting visitor in difficult times. You cannot be here to deliver a favorable omen. This one is a watcher blessed by Tangaloa. I suspect that many of our questions about Hasongo will soon be answered. How quaint of you to point this out in a room of warmongers and conspirators. You have the ear of the throne. Speak on, then.
Uck, I know this one. Her parlor tricks frightened 10 years of every sailor in Queen's
We assembled to discuss the darkening of Hasongo, one of Rawatai's colonies. Watcher, it seems you have the floor.
Huh. What sailor's tale is this?
There's no sane explanation for what's been happening. You keep waiting for one, it'll be too late.
Does tilling the soils of the Eastern Reach drive all men mad? You sound as crazy as the Dawnstar Dreamers.
Have you not heard the rumors, Karu? An Adra Colossus marching across the sea. Sailor tales, but credible ones.
Gantanichese. I'm acquainted with the Watcher of Cadnua from my assignments in Defiance Bay and Twin Elms.
Diverus? It explains the colorful nature of your reports.
I have seen things with her that are not even told in the most outlandish of sailors' tales.
And I'm supposed to take two Valians at their word?
How came a watcher from half the world away to be involved in these happenings? Enlighten the court.
At least you've got gumption. Nothing worse than standing around in the middle of a storm. What are you asking of us?
Ah, well, by all means. Let me mark every site of value on your map.
Acting on this threat would be reckless until we understand it better. I believe our course is clear. We will send the Watcher to Hasongo. Set sail to the west of Nekataka. I would tell you to keep a weather eye out for a lighthouse, but the God of Light did not appreciate competition. Something to add, Hazanui? You have an eager look about you.
Only that Hasongo is a Rawataian outpost. It would be useful for the Watcher to take one of ours along.
Ma'am?
Maya's an expert sailor and a better sharpshooter. The best the Brass Citadel has to offer. Whatever comes your way, she'll see it first.
If it gets me and Ashiza out of diplomat duty, we'd set sail with a drunk scolder at the helm.
And shut us out entirely? We have every right to know of any hazards in these waters. Palagino, go with the Watcher. See that the Republics are served in this investigation.
Ah, Your Excellency. Hamed Kong Swalias.
That will be enough parading of champions for now. I'm certain that our guest knows how to assemble a crew. Akira, if you can stand the chattering of unlike minds on your ship, that is your prerogative.
Good thing I'm already accustomed to cramped quarters and temperamental birds.
We both have our orders. I have no interest in interfering with you as long as you do not interfere with me.
I believe we are finished here. Aruihi, aren't we popular? Take care at Hasongo. The Deadfire was overfull before Aethys blundered in. And take care with your trading company spies.
I say it is beyond time our guests lick their wounds somewhere else. Let's speak. Watcher, while we have the chance. Your coming is a favorable omen already. Akira, this is the confidence my people need. You happen by a time when our rivals bicker and tear at each other's throats. It does not take a priest to see how the gods send us an outsider to dig under the skin of our enemies. How can I when they posture and peck like a pair of kata birds? I will not paddle around the island. My sister wants to know if you are as useful as you are disruptive. She trusts me to judge this. You did not come this far to serve the crown, I say. But sailing is an expensive hobby. Akira, to patch a hull or stitch a sail is costly when supplies come from distant islands. The city has honest work for those in need, I say, and insists that everyone carry a heavy purse. My sister keeps a tight grip on Nekataka, but the filth of it drips down her palm and into the gullet. Under our noses, I say, do foreigners smuggle contraband and pay the Rapau for their silence? Take this if you need proof. Akira, you are sharper than my guards for knowing this, I say. An envoy ship sank a day's voyage out of Nekataka. He wore that on his breast. My guards recovered it in a raid of the Gullet. This confirms my suspicion. Nekataka has a pirate problem. Smugglers and thieves cluster like rats in Delver's Row, a growth in the bowels of our city.
You think pirates raiding those Republic's bastards be the source of your people's agony? Wonder what the Gullet folk would be thinking of that.
Anyone who preys on my people will know Onikaza's justice in time, I say. I want someone to peddle the medallion to the black market, earn the trust of these pirates, and learn how supplies come into my city. Yours is not a face that others will recognize. Let no one learn that you work on familiar terms with Ngati's chosen son, Tekehu. See that he joins you in the Gullet. He knows something of our troubles already. He gave me his confidence, I say. I leave the rest for him to disclose. Be on your guard in the Gullet. I fear the caverns run deeper than even Ngati could guess.
Done and done. What for? Aye.
You ever hear music in your mind? Like a chorus of screams?
Please, I did nothing!
Enough! Or do you wish to consign her to the old city as well?
Let him go!
Beer! I'm sorry!
Your tongue flops like a dying fish. I tire of its stink. Lower him down!
May Tangaloa devour your souls, you cold-blooded eels.
Be careful. The Gullet is no place for outsiders. Botaro? He associated with foreign criminals. I cannot be certain about Biha, so I let her go. But I will be watching her. These wicked sorts overrun the Gullet and corrupt the Raparu. Our justice must be swift and firm. To the old city, Ikira. A god's cursed ruin filled with walking corpses and abominations of the deep. Ugh. And the remains of lawbreakers and trouble. The Gullet is no place to wander. Watch yourself for rowdies and pirates. Are you mad or merely lost? That place is a punishment for the lowest sort. Go and explore someplace with pleasant views and fresh air. The harbor, or Periki's Overlook. It's your neck, Ikira. We will leave the lift down there for half a day. That should be enough time to come back to your senses. The guard will let you pass, though I urge you to reconsider.
Was taking... Botaro is gone. Dead. What more do you want? Forgive me. I thought you were one of the foreigners who sent him away. Outsiders here always go to the tavern. My village was not like this. Why does Queen Onikaza not send the foreigners away? Botaro is punished already, I say. Whatever offense he gave, do not hang it on our necks. We say the only thing that live in these depths are ghost eels. And fish eaten by ghost eels. Which are you? The traders say they bring riches in their big ships. But what reaches the Gullet? Only crime and sickness, I say. That is only the start. The Rowattians promise marvels, strong walls, and plenty for all. Akira, still my back aches from building their fort, and still I live here. And Botaro said we would finally leave. I heard a Rowattian captain took up at the tavern. Suduzo, they call her. They say she is a traitor, so I thought maybe she will take passengers. Botaro went and found her in the tavern. Next I see him, the guards are dragging him to the cage. They say many Rowattian captains are women. Maybe her ears will open better to you. Botaro took some coin. Everything he scraped together working on the docks. When he went to bargain with the captain, I would offer it to you, but it is probably in the old city with Bataro. Or in someone else's pocket.
Aye.
Harame!
I am here, Seduzo Nu.
Do we expect any foreign merch?
We do not, Seduzo.
Then state your business quickly. I want to avoid another surprise. The one who threatened me. I shall not soon forget him. These Huana learn too many pretty words from the Valians. You cannot trust what they say. This fellow wanted passage on my ship. As if I were the village ferryman. I told him there was none to be had. Certainly not at his price. Better heartless than brainless. I've heard stories of merchants tricked into inviting pirates onto their ships.
Terrible exaggerations of trade company propaganda, I'd wager.
He told me he had coin. Lots of it. I did not believe him. How could a man who lives in a garbage heap have enough money for passage?
So you assumed the worst and threw him to the wolves?
No, you presumptuous Adiran. I assumed nothing until I saw the Swollenette. I knew then that I was dealing with a pirate. I had heard they were influential in the Gullet, but I did not realize how much so. I called for the guards, and they dragged him away. That is the last I saw of him. There's nothing I can do. The passenger quarters have been reserved by a dwarf named Orin. Why do you bring this to me? What did remorse ever accomplish? Besides, this Bataro brought trouble on himself. Yes, he should have known how to behave around civilized people. I can take 3 more in the hold, and no more. Orin and his crew have reserved the berths. I will already have to abandon crates of cargo to make room for these 3. As you say, what is your business with me?
All done.
Of course. Oh, all right. Just this one.
He does this every time.
Don't see...
Cheers. What do you require? We had a contract with the Valian Trading Company to defend one of their most valuable property. If you're looking for work, I hardly recommend them. They pay well, and they pay on time.
Consistency in the shipping lanes. Good for types mercantile, but better for types...
Did you say something?
Just admiring your spread, my lad. Nothing better after a meal than a ripe pair of melons.
Indeed. The good captain has 4 adequate berths, all equally sized, all facing the same direction, and she's promised to leave promptly. A most agreeable arrangement. Out of the question. We're due in Tekoa for another contract, and the client has already paid the advance. And we have already paid Seduzo. I couldn't possibly take back the same coins I have already spent. A gold-packed knight is bound by his contract, and ours binds us to make all possible haste to Tekoa. Booking passage on another ship on such short notice would be most expensive. Look around. The Deadfire is filled with misery, to say nothing of the Gullet.
Folks like you ain't helping. Have a heart. Or is it already dead in your chest?
I have oaths to keep. Perhaps that means little to you, but I am bound by them. What better life do you imagine for them in Rauatai? They will only trade one misery for another. Besides, I have a contract to fulfill. All ships leaving for Rauatai are laden with luminous Adra and other rare goods. Mercenaries, even of our skill, do not rate so highly. So it does. Consider our business concluded.
What is your business with me? There's nothing I can do. Why do you bring this to me? Very well. I could take 3 more in the hold, and no more. Or I will already send them to me. The sooner we leave, the better. That is convenient for you. But never mind. If there's trouble, I'm staying out of it. The berths are paid for. You can send your friends as long as you promise not to make trouble for me. Just do it soon. I don't want any mess you've made to spill onto my decks.
Did I tell you? You were in my dreams last night, Watcher. You were on your knees before my...
My village was not like this. Why does Queen Onikaza not... What say, then?
Sometimes, Cap, you remind me of serving with Romaro, back on a sorcerer. More than halfway to heartwarming.
May Amira's winds ever blow sweet for you. We will pray always for you in this life and in each to come.
You've caught the eye of someone important. If you're interested in making good pay, and a good friend, head to the Narrows at the western end of the Gullet. Once you reach the alleys, go right and right again, as soon as you can. Then, follow the bend to the left. The bullies guarding the door have a weakness for chewing Svev. You can follow their trail. Tell them Dario sent for you. And remember your manners.
I say Beha did right leaving the Gullet. She went and did.
What say you, girl? I can hear you breathing, girl. Now, no breath but flapping arms from your companion. Is he soft of mind? You must be charitable to have taken him in.
You got no idea.
I hear much and many things. Like the foot, I also hear the Raparu's heartbeat, grown thready and pained. Now a watcher comes to either way. You do not work for free. I cannot fatten your coin purse, but the Raparu never forget a kindness. Do right by us, and all of Neketaka will speak your name. The Raparu are being crushed from the top.
No one deserves to suffer. Not like...
This is the Huana way. The fish of the fruit of our fields, too, is reaped for the tribe. All spoils are gifted to the whole of the tribe. The Mataru risk their lives to protect the tribe. The Kuaru provided skilled goods and services. The tribe takes care of the Raparu more than we contribute to the tribe. Or the Dawn Stars would feed us. There was a man who helped us. A soft-hearted pirate named Ulug. He worked with the Princhmut for days now. Ulug was never late with his shipments. Always very conscientious. A good boy. For him to disappear for several days without... The Queen refuses to increase our share of the prize share. Without Ulug's shipment, perhaps you can achieve what those of my caste cannot. Canis, if we cannot convince the Mataru nor the Principi, Ibapitli is a child of the Dawn Stars and has become the Gullet's most cherished healer. I believe she would willingly hear your request for charity. Speak, and I will listen.
Ahoy, Cap. Shodi seems a right fine lass and all, but, well, she asked me to pick around in the forts. Told her I didn't see nothing. I bounced right off of her. But that were a lie. I touched her mind for a second, but felt something pull me in and keep me trapped for what seemed like days. I ain't seen its like before. Sometimes, old salts get nightmares so that I can't bunk around them. But they usually ain't this flavor of apocalyptic. It's been my experience, Cap, that honesty's as like to bite you on the arse than not. If that be your thinking, though, I'll stow my instinct.
I hope you find our city pleasing, Watcher.
Shortage. Are the Raparu not fed the leavings of the Quaru and Mataru?
You overreach, Captain. This is a dangerous thing to do in Nekataka, much less the halls of the Kahanga. Find us solutions instead of old problems, I say. Ikira, if one framed it that way, I will dredge up the resources to feed the Raparu if the meat must come from my own body. The work of keeping pace with our rivals. There is no end, I say. If you have more to say, I am not above listening. I expect results, Watcher. Have you gotten to the bottom of Delver's Row? See that you bring it.
What for, Cat Eye?
Not in this lifetime could I have hoped for more. To have garnered our queen's generosity. Never can I thank you enough, Watcher who has the ear of both kith and gods. Always the Raparu will know of your kindness. Should you need refuge within Nekataka, know that the Raparu will stand by your side. May Amira's wind ever fill your sails, girl.
Paintley? Good God, I nearly didn't recognize you. You look more death-warmed over than—
Didn't see you there, Shody. Listen, you and your friends should move along. I'm not feeling so good, and I'd hate to get you sick. Nothing a little ginger root and some bed rest won't cure. Please, let me be. Could use your skill at the Temple of Gone. Could use it here. There's some sick Raparu in the back. Not much I can do for them now besides keep them comfortable and hidden.
Is that wise? Keeping a room full of sick people in the most crowded district in the city?
It's better than leaving them to wander the district. I can give them a dignified death because they've got drowner's lung. Spreads like gossip and kills even faster. I heard some Raparu had gotten sick, so I brought them here to care for them. City healers don't come down here. Realized what it was when I heard the rattle in their chests. The way they get. Only cure is an elixir made with pine seed oil. It costs a lot, though not nearly as much as an epidemic. Still, if news of this outbreak gets out, these poor souls will get tossed into the old city. You can get nearly anything on Delver's Row. Only trouble is finding it and paying for it. Unfortunately, the children of the Dawnstars don't have many connections in this part of town. But you might. Not meaning any offense, just that you seem like someone who's comfortable on that side of town. If not, I bet you could find someone at the tavern who knows where Delver's Row. Criminal types like to wet their throats after a long day of lying, cheat about the only honest one. The Reparu here are treated like garbage. Even made to eat garbage from that scrap heap opposite the lift. Not that I need to tell you. And Dario and his Principe scum took advantage of the neglect down here to set up the black market on Delver's Row. All the while, some are driven from their homes, but others hear stories of the foreign wealth pouring into the city. What they don't realize is most of it flows between the foreigners and the palace. Some days, I think maybe this is why Aethys brought us to Deadfire. Other days, I'm too damn tired.
That Dawnstar may be able to help. What say?
Help how? Poison? Me. Akira, no.
Well, all done.
The hero of the Reparu. You must forgive the cryptic introduction, but I prefer to...
Ahoy there, Dario. Been a tick or two, I ain't seen hide nor hair of your scurvy arse since I were on the Sorcerer.
I have been busy, as have you and your new friend, though these are modest luxuries compared to those at the estate of your friends. But had I only known there was a watcher in my midst, I would have extended the invitation sooner. I have a job. One that there is an artifact called the Cornet of Waves, which is currently in the possession of a Juana named. I would like you to liberate it for me. Takano is a man of many vanities, as your. His villa is on the eastern edge of Serpent's Crown. The opportunist I first hired, with your genteel manners and unique talents. After all, it would be best to avoid drawing the ire of our Mataru hosts. When you have the cornet, bring it to me.
I got a hunger in me. What I need is a soul for my lantern.
Hey, Shodi. Dreams of yours, they still getting to you?
I can deal with the dreams, for better or worse. What makes me sweat is the not knowing. What happens when I stand face to face with my God? And he reveals what he intends for me. What if it's not as I thought?
Yeah, I've had thoughts like that for a long time. Except now I'm worried about what he intends for the world.
Whatever it might be, at least we'll face it together.
Greetings, and welcome to my home. For what do you come to my villa?
Is he going to do this every time?
The Cornet of Waves. It is a conch shell, but very important. To receive it, the Queen gave it to me as thanks for my years of service. But it was a gift from the Queen. It is unusual for a man of my standing to give such a thing away. Truly? I dearly miss palace gossip. Come, what is it about? Not to worry. I learned to keep many secrets in my years guarding the Queen. Take it, with my blessing.
Ahoy. Aye.
Lately. Just realized why.
Why? It wouldn't happen to be on account of my lantern, would it?
I know you think it's funny.
I smell that Mataru Richling's perfume on you. You've got something I want. Give me the Cornet of Waves.
You might want to. How can I help? Is that all? Come along, Trinket.
What do you require? And now the real work begins. You must take this to the Undercroft.
Funny how they never mention the real work up.
Ay, Miko. It is but a jaunt. It lies just below Delver's Row. It is where goods of questionable provenance or my associate Gwenfen will await you outside a passage. Then you explore the perils and treasures of the old city for something I seek. Among the ruins is a certain mosaic. The shell you found will reveal it to you. Gwenfen can explain all when you find her. It is said the old city was once as grand as Serpent's Crown. Whatever treasure you find, for now, take this. Consider it an advance. Yet you are still standing here, no? It is only a shame I did not hire you in the first place.
How may I help? Indeed. Aye?
It's the smell of cardamom that drew food, of course. I have plenty.
Ernedza has not seen you before. You must be new. New or very good at disguises. Wait, but I am mistaken. It seems we have friends in common in this place. But how did you hear about this place? Wait, no. Do not. There is something I can get for you, yes? Eh? I hope you are not ill. But never mind, if the Mataru come asking. But Drowner's lung is very serious. The cure is not cheap. But how can one put a price on good health? On the other hand, you strike me as someone with a certain reputation. If the price seems high, there is a certain little favor you could do for me instead. Just mind that you keep this between us. There is a certain merchant here who needs to not be here. This merchant runs a shop at the end of the street. People know it as the spin. If you get rid of it, then I will give you the medicine.
Hold on, not so fast. Do they call him that because he...
Come on, let's get a drink of firmness.
It's early. We'll go when it's dark.
Something...
Fine.
What is this?
It's...
What? Keep you...
I'd fetch it, yes? I shall.
Clever.
You need a blade. Old man.
For me? How may I help? Indeed.
I know who you are. I make it my bag to keep my eyes on the new fish that end up in the gullet. Rats round here been whispering about you. I'm guessing you're looking to buy some art, yeah? Depends on the craftsmanship required. We don't know each other, so let's keep our dealings within the gullet, yeah? Go on. That thing's web of lies and mind filching finally got the wrong scab pissed. Poetic, eh? I can do it, but it'll cost you. This Spindleman's well guarded, even by my standards. I can handle the ogres and kith, but I'll need funds to cover my, bases. Rest assured, the Spindleman will trouble you no more. Or anyone else for that matter. I'll be back when the fun bit is over.
Is that what she said?
There is something I can get for you, yes? Perfetto. I heard certain rumors. Of course, I did not want to ask too many questions. Your medicine, as promised.
Hey, how did you do that? Can you do that again?
To think the fate of Eora rests in our collective hands.
There is something I can get for you, yes? Tell me quietly. Of course.
Need something? That could save an awful lot of sick people. Right out of character for you, Watcher, and aren't I glad of it? That's the stuff, all right. Thank you. That's from me and from the children of the Dawnstars. If you'll excuse me,
Pamper me too much and I'll go...
I shall.
You the Watcher? Dario said you can pass. Go on. Lift takes you to the Undercroft.
Hold it right there, mate. State your business. I mean it. Oh, right. There, across the water.
All right, but I'm keeping what's all done.
I've got an arrow with your name on it.
Keep
I always hit my mark.
not even close.
You're going down. I always hit my mark. Go for the eyes, Trinket.
Let's get this over with.
We here.
And who, or what? Where I see it, you've got two options. That all the scuffle out sends? Tell me, what does he need for now? Guess I heard as much from a crew hand. You're free to go about then. But I'd ask that you keep your nose out of... See to your business. No!
Between the eyes. You might want to between the eyes. I've got an arrow
Of course. Is that all?
Indeed.
Oh, all right. Just this one. Clever. You're going I always hit my How do you like that? I've got an arrow with your...
Aye, indeed.
It's darker than Andra's asshole in here. All yours. Dario said you know what to do.
Aye, of course.
Stand back. Get ready for anything. Where's the rest? Is that it? There's an old temple of Andra. Dario said just what I was... The one we need... I'll wait here. Come tell me when you found it. Fine. But this is all you're getting until... You can take whatever you can carry out of the temple.
I've marked my target. You might go for the eyes!
He got to a long range, but slowly.
How do I always hit my... I've got an arrow with your...
How may I help?
Is that all?
I shall.
Be ready to be shown.
Mo, Ixie, ready to... You might always hit my...
But I'm keeping with... Don't think I can pull that up. All right, all done.
Go for the eyes, trinket! Huh. How do you like that? This This would be so much easier if I...
Bye.
Well, that's not all done.
There's a one! Didn't work. Oh, I've got an arrow with your...
Yes, indeed.
I always hit my mark. How do you like that?
Beyond
Aye?
That's it?
Well, as long as I don't get... all done.
Of course.
The season of harvest is here.
Sorry.
How do you like that?
Go for the eyes! Did that hurt?
You'll be right.
I've got it right between the eyes.
Nightcap.
You...
Bye.
Happy to oblige. Come along now. Happy to oblige. Sure thing.
That wasn't it.
You're going down.
Beyond
I trust you.
Ready to brawl.
How do you like that?
Nightcap.
Go for the eyes.
Something I can do?
Always hit my arrow with you. Bring me out. Go for the eyes, tree. How can I help? This would be so much easier if I...
Watcher, my eyes see a monster in you. A real nightmare. You put the fear of gone in me, when I thought I was already well afraid. Tell me, am I dreaming now? How can the whole world go dark and it not be a nightmare? What you did to me, will it be enough? Can Aora find its redemption? Or are we all just dead and don't know it yet? Only light around is my lantern.
Clever.
Oh, all right. Maybe just this way. Come along, Trinket.
Clever.
You might want to reconsider. Of course, darling.
Be ready to be showing them the light.
You've got it.
Looks like trouble.
Maybe just this one. Is that all? Oh, that's easy. something there. This would be so much easier if I... Vax?
Really? Hard to be a farmer and not be thinking about revenge right now.
Hunt is on. This would be so much easier if I...
Sorry, friend. I can't.
Careful. There's something there.
Well, that's not nice. Guess that wasn't so hard.
Just this once.
Well, as long... Guess that wasn't so...
Of course, darling. I've...
I'm sorry.
How can I help? Is that all? Already there.
That's not very helpful.
Clever.
Got something for me? Good work. I'll make sure no one else disturbs it. Meantime, Dario will be pleased to hear the news. How about... Dario's the only one to talk about Dario's business. If I was you, I'd forget about this and take my pay.
If Dario be sending his ships up Whitaker's ashy hole on an old...
Is that all? I've got her! Between the eyes. The season of horror. You're going down. Say your prayer.
What do you require? A most agreeable topic. Gallarde! You Watchers truly are workers of miracles. Never let it be said that Dario does not pay a fair price. Now, allow us to put the question of money to rest. What do you require? You can find her in the Undercroft. Morena is like the rest of Alde's new bloods. Coin-hungry. A moment, Blanca. Take it. It is not...
Of course. Always hit my mark. Maybe just this one. Already there.
Of course. Oh? Indeed.
Kira, but have you pried any secrets from the Gullet yet? Undercroft, a darker, more fetid lair of Nekataka, I say. Onikaza and I are the mind and heart of the city, but the bowels, these we cannot reach. At least Delver's Row is a stable target. The Crown has time to decide the next steps. I had my suspicions, but I had no wish to see them confirmed. When it comes to the dignity of the guild, the Crown can compromise nothing. Onikaza will see their leadership disciplined, I say. Ikira, I cannot. Onikaza and I both expect more from the guild, I say. She will not be pleased. Ikira, but at least you returned to me in one piece. You are not the first agent I sent to the Gullet, but you are the first to return. I cannot say that I desire to send you to worse places than the Gullet, but... Ikira, my apologies. Does the name Ukaizo mean anything to you? Fable? No. Ukaizo was the home of the Huana before cataclysm and destruction wiped the island from the Deadfire. That is the story. Story or no, I make no secret that we search for Ukaizo.
Aye, along with every other bare-masked, bilge-brained treasure hunter twixt here and Old Valia.
I've known sand crabs with a firmer grasp of Aderin, I say. Our tribes are spread across many isles, but it is Ukaizo which binds us. To that end, a local cartographer secured a lead. A breadcrumb to a breadcrumb, I say. I sent an expedition to Matario Cozy, one of the Sanctuary Isles. They were to retrieve evidence of our lost homeland. They have naturally, I say. My sister remembers her friends. I remember her enemies. Before you go.
That did seem like too nice.
The expedition. I have reason to believe they will not be returning to Nekataka. We found this at the palace doorstep. Cut from the robe of the expedition lead. One mystery heaped on another, I say. I suspected this. Take care if you alight on Matario Cozy. My fear is that the island is sanctuary. Prepare yourself for a hard voyage northeast of Nekataka. Matario...
Hey, Cap, be reminding me to drop anchor at the next brothel we pass. Some things I aim to be given a try before you go getting us all good and killed.